Okay, in case that other film was no good, in case maybe this is the trip where we see the bears, I'm gonna drive home with the camera on the dashboard. So this is coming up out of Lund. This is definitely the one for instructions as to how to get here. You know, you can always pull out your phone and watch it. Okay, we turn left at the Lund Automotive there. He's done for the day. Oh, it's 4:30. Hey, better hurry up. Beer o'clock. So when we lived out here on Windrose on the Hard, we'd do a lot of walking back and forth. That was when we built the greenhouse. A lot of walking back and forth on this road from Jack's Boatyard, which is up over the hill here and around the corner, back to our lot, which wasn't too far away there. And you turn left turn right, on Baggy Road. And we're still on pavement at this point. That live at Sharps Bay next door to Bliss, they used to own a house. We just passed it there. They built it, sold it. Now they built one out at Sharps Bay, and they're seriously thinking of selling it. One of the Bliss owners, Jack Peterson, retired doctor from Seattle, he's mounting a campaign to make sure they'll never be able to sell their house and they won't be able to leave, because he likes having them as a neighbor. Yeah. Few little bumps, but not bad. This is the part that gets the attention because we're going past the last of the houses right here. One on the right, and there's one down there on the left. Okay, so it's not high def, but it has a play-by-play, Wayne. You get to hear me flap. Wayne complained about the first one. It wasn't high def. And for Elaine, the thing is not in my view. I must have been holding the camera way the hell back here somewhere. Too much dash. Oh well. Really loud rattle, that's the beer bottles on the seat beside me rattling, because I hit too big a pothole. You just have to slow down for that one. I'm excited. The road's actually getting action. It's gonna happen. These guys go fast, unbelievable. Oh, you think there's a grove of trees, and next thing you know, it's stripped clean. They did the clearing for the cell tower out at the far end. They did it in no time. I was shocked. I had to go out there to get a piece of paper signed, and Bob, within like 2 days, had the trees all down. Up a hill, around. It's quite amazing. He's a funny guy. A real local. straight line, you can make time up that hill. It's hard enough that it doesn't get too washboardy. You get going too fast, and then that's when you'll forget about one hole, and it'll boom hit ya. There was one day we were driving home, going this way, and we come up behind this truck that's got a big lawnmower, ride-on lawnmower, one of those things that spins. They use on golf courses. It's sitting on the back, and it turns out it's Dave from next door, because he's got a field beside his house, so he has this honking big grass cutting machine. So he stops so I can go past him. Well, I don't go past. I stop beside him. We roll down the windows, and we're starting to shoot the shit. And then Mike comes along behind. He stops behind us. He gets out of the truck, looks at us, reaches back into his truck, brings out enough beer for everybody, and we sat there in the middle of the road and had a beer and shoot the shit. No traffic. Nobody came along and interrupted the party. Actually, if anybody had come along, we probably would have had to give them beer, because we probably know them. Okay, we're still on the part that isn't getting fixed. That one. I think it's down around this next corner. Holding this thing up there. Too bad, this part. Why that part isn't being done right away. It's all to do with forestry. The money they're spending on the road is because they got some, I don't know how it works, but it's going to be part of this peninsula that's number is up, and it's time to harvest some of it. Hopefully it'll be invisible so we won't see it from the road. Hard to hide it from when you're in the water, though. Oh, here we are. This is where we've passed the start line, and here's where they started working. This is going to be their central spot. They've gone now. There was a pickup truck here that were pumping fuel into this John Deere, and there's the first load of logs. There's always been stories over the years. Oh yeah, we're gonna fix the road. Oh yeah, we're gonna fix the road. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, never happened. Now it's happening. one. You hear that one? That's what I get for putting my foot on the floor. I didn't do that on purpose. That same one has nailed me many times. I should know better. It's right at the end of a reasonable smooth stretch. That's where the party was, right there. We just went past Party Hill. Whoop! Wildlife, 3 deer. I'll just stop the truck. Watch, they'll just sit there. Okay. Now what? Aren't you driving by? No. We're just moseying. Well, I'm going home, so you guys are gonna have to move. At some point here, you guys are gonna have to, like, leap into the bushes. There they go. They just, when they go into the bush, they just melt. They just disappear. Well, it wasn't a bear shot, but it was a deer shot. Okay, well, the last bear sighting was very near Sharps Bay, so don't give up hope that we won't see the bears. We saw one bear, didn't see him. We saw his results, or her results. Got into the garbage bin and took a bit of crap out and spread it around a bit on the ground. I had to clean it up. But just one time, so I guess he didn't get much goodies out of it, not enough to make him come back. Previous caretaker, he was a hunter fisherman, and he shot a bear that kept getting in the garbage, so he phoned whoever and said, hey, I'm gonna shoot this bear. Okay, they said, yeah, go ahead, shoot the bear. That part's gonna get fixed, and here's the sign that says end, and we go down the switchback, first switchback. They'll do if they try to fix the road and get rid of that switchback. Don't know enough about the topography as to where they could take it, because it's a fair, makes you hold your breath sometimes, these potholes. It's a fair height that has to be done in a relatively short amount of distance. Look at that. I mean, it's just, wow. Don't break the beer bottles. Jurassic Park, otherwise known as Sharps Bay. There are two houses in there that are occupied. One by the caretakers, Dave and Fran, that I just talked about. It's pretty funny. They're the caretakers of Sharps Bay, and it's Dave and Fran. And we're next door at Bliss, and we're Dave and Fern. We confuse the shit out of people. Only one letter different, you know. And the other people that live in there are Paul and Brandy. They work for one wealthy owner, Craig McCaw. He has a helicopter pad there. He's building new docks there. He's got lots of boats. It's a captain's position, but it's looking after all the other stuff related to being up here. And he's a Bliss owner. He has a house there, but they wouldn't let him land his helicopter, so he said, screw you. He bought a lot next door. And they said, sure, you can build a helicopter pad there. And now he's bought 1, 2, 3 other lots. So he's got 4 lots there. A huge amount of property he's got there. Anyway, Paul and Brandy look after Craig. So we relate very well to Paul and Brandy. They have worked on as yacht crew for not quite as long as we did, but and they're still at it because he's got a 78-footer that sits at our docks. Last year sat at our docks in the summertime, but if his new docks get put in, I think we're going to find he's going to be selling his house here and building another one at Sharps Bay. You don't buy 3 lots down by the water and not build on it, of course. And there's a good chance our friend Mike, who lives down here in Bliss, who's a builder, I'm sort of hopeful that he'll get the job. He'll be the builder. He has built 2 houses in there already. He built Dave's house. He built the 2 houses that the 2 people that are in there are living in. Mike built them both. So this is his commute from the gates up there at the top of the hill down to here. There we go. No bears. No bears. The clock says 4:44. And home sweet home.